beautiful and under a minute. Thank you so much, Russell. Next up, the guy who just moved to Maryland, right? Ed Cicinato. Good morning, Ed.
Morning from Owings Mills, Maryland. Ed Cicinato, and I am the franchise owner of Edward Cicinato and Associates Dream Vacation, now located in Charm City, Baltimore, Maryland. Um, we are a full-service travel agency. We do cruises, all-inclusive resorts, groups, tours, excursions. We even have a villas division. We have our own excursions division, so I can usually save you some money on excursions, on cruises and other trips. I have 11 associates working with me, and I myself specialize in groups, all types of groups, affinity groups, clubs, any type of corporate group. Just want to mention one thing. We have exclusive pricing with Princess, Holland America, and Celebrity Cruise Lines. Nobody else has it.
Fantastic. All right. Good to hear that stuff. And next up, my new friend is doing some really great work, Linda Blair. Good morning, Linda.
Muted. Can't hear you. And we hit 23, like I said.
All right, now my lips are moving.
There you go.
Professionally, I have over 25 years in marketing and advertising. I'm a certified Google partner. So I'm with Thrive, and Thrive is a technology that allows a small or medium business to do over 200 different actions with one login. Our platform is Thrive. It helps with your customer management. So all your customer database in one platform. The social media, we create your post, push out to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, X, Pinterest, all those groups. We do all your online management, your Google profile. We help with the website. It's all connected. It's a CRM on steroids. So ongoing support, we're here to help. We'll take all your different apps, put it together so you're not duct taping everything all into one. So that's what we do. Would love to set up a couple one-on-ones. I had a great one-on-one with, time up.
Well, go ahead, finish.
I was going to say with Kevin. Thanks, Kevin.
with sorry, time's up. You can't say who it was. No, I'm just kidding. Good job. Thank you. And Bob, please make a note. I want to have Linda do a special presentation for the group.
Please do. That's going to be awesome.
It's really a demo everybody needs to see. Okay. Pardon me. Next up, our friend from Alabama, Corey Northington. Good morning, Corey.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Well, based here in Birmingham, Alabama, I'm an independent associate of Legal Shield, PPLSI. So I help empower business owners with legal coverage, ranging from if you need advice on an attorney, if you need to have them review documents and contracts. We also do employee benefits as well. And we have nationwide coverage and also Canada. So I've been privileged to be an independent associate with them for close to 15 years now. So also just glad to be here in the community. I also left my information in the chat. So enjoy coming here on most Fridays to see you amazing guys. So again, my name is Corey Northington. I'm an independent associate of Legal Shield. We help with individual, family, and small businesses. And we are right now on benefit. So with that, I will turn it back over to Scott so he can continue this amazing meeting. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. And next up, David T. Good morning, David.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone had a good pie day yesterday, had some pizza or maybe a slice of pie. I am with Coldwell Banker here locally. I specialize in residential, multifamily, and real estate investments. I think I may have shared with the group that I'm also part of a divorce transitions professionals networking group. And we meet twice a week, but I've been running into some divorce cases. So with that energy, I guess I'm attracting more divorcees to my open house. So I've been acting as a therapist, dot connector, and sometimes a sounding board. But with my team here, with escrow and our title companies, in the same building, we're able to provide additional resources for home valuations for those that are considering divorce. So I've been getting a lot of referrals for broker opinion on home valuation. So if I can be of service, or if you need some additional information, I can easily pull that from title, and it's all complimentary. David T here with Coldwell Banker. Happy Friday, everyone.
Thanks, David. I was just envisioning now that you are helping people through divorce. You've got in one pocket, you got a little flask of whiskey, and the other pocket, you got a box of tissues, right?
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop texting at 10:30 at night.
David,
Yeah.
I'm not getting a divorce, but connect with me. I can connect you to someone that works in that exactly field that you're in.
Perfect.
But
Thanks, Debbie.
it doesn't do what you do. So
Marcia,
Okay.
right?
Perfect.
Our friend Marcia, Debbie?
yes.
Okay, perfect. See, this referral system actually works.
Yeah, because I'm going to
And-
be reaching out to David because that's a
Hot
what we
topic.
do, David.
Yeah. Okay, and then Debbie Voris, you're up next. Good morning, Debbie.
I am Debbie, you're certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root issues of their health problems and create a custom natural holistic strategy. And I have several things going on. My registration for my beach review retreat ends on March 29th. So if you know of anyone that wants to optimize their health, release weight, enhance their mindset, and enjoy the therapeutics of being healthier and prioritize vortex energy, contact me before March 29th. And I have multiple services to offer for people. I don't only do weight release. I did a podcast yesterday. And somebody asked me, do I work with children's and teens? And I sure do, with health, not with releasing weight. But with children's and teens, I work with their parents as well. They have to have their parents with them. So just think of me if someone just wants to improve their health and mindset. I also offer the Zyto link, which Scott has experienced. So it's a great program.
It is. I recommend it to everybody. So you need to talk to Debbie.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, David K. Good morning, David.
Hey guys, good morning. Sorry, my video isn't on. I'm not camera ready either. I'm David K. I'm with ADP. I work with ADP Retirement Services, so I do retirement plans for small businesses, but I work with a team that also handles employee benefits in general. So workers' comp, health insurance, outsourced HR. The PO group I work with, David's, I actually used to work with that group. So what they're able to do for small businesses is offer large company rates for health insurance and workers' comp through a pool called Total Source. It's a PEO. So on the retirement plan side, if somebody is looking to set up a new plan or look at their current plan, find out what their expenses are, see if their current provider is still working for them, I can handle that. Good referral for me would be like a financial advisor or benefits broker, CPA, fractional HR person like Russell. I met with Jim this week. Thanks for your time, Jim. I'll put my info in the chat. Thanks for your time. Have a great weekend.
Oh, I used to work for Total Source, David. It's a really good program.
Oh, great. Yeah, let's link up.
Yep.
I'm sorry, who just said that?
Alicia.
Okay.
I worked for ADP and Total Source for years. It's a phenomenal program for businesses.
Okay, let's get you two together. Fantastic. All righty, thank you, David. Next up, Jacob Bassett. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning. My name's Jacob. I'm located in the kind of Corn County in Illinois. I am a loan consultant with Preferred Funding Group. We have direct relations with major banks and credit unions to offer some alternative lending products for not only startup business owners, but established business owners, real estate investors, and technically with the program structure, individuals alike. So those who are maybe coming to Phil Wolfstein to purchase a business and do not have, they don't have an entity yet, they still have the potential of qualifying with our programs as an alternative to, say, like the SBA. And they're very useful working capital that are all uncollateralized. And that is me, Jacob.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Jacob. Next up, let's see, Eileen Dawson. Good morning, Eileen.
Good morning. I'm Eileen Dawson, and I am a Ramsey Preferred Money Coach. I work with individuals and couples in the area of personal finance. I do teaching. The areas that I specialize in are debt, credit cards, vehicle loans, and student loans tend to be the biggest areas that trip people up, and they need help, getting those goals together, the budget, and then being able to walk alongside and get rid of those debts. I also do group presentations for colleges and small and mid-sized companies. One is geared towards overall personal finance, and the other one is geared towards student loans and ways to go through school and, manage not taking out huge student loans. So those are the two areas that I work in. I appreciate the opportunity to come.
Good to have you
Thank
here.
you, Eileen. And just so you folks know, I had a one-on-one with Eileen recently, and she really knows her stuff, and she's a great person to talk with. So if you haven't yet done so, get that one-on-one.
Thank you, Scott.
Eileen, did you say where you're at? Where are you located?
I'm in Massachusetts. Oh, you can't tell. My Boston accent didn't come flying out.
You never know. You never know.
My sister and Wista. All righty, thank you. Next up, Casey Sletton. Good morning, Casey. I hope I pronounced your name right.
You did. You did. It's a Norwegian name that is rarely pronounced right. So great job.
Thank you.
Good morning. It's my first time actually attending this meeting. It's kind of interesting. Who's the host? Scott, is that you? Because you're running it?
No, well, you probably heard about it from Bob.
Yeah, Bob invited me, and I no complaint at all because I've done a little bit of networking, different ones, and actually this seems like a much higher quality group than the other one I attended a while ago. I decided not to go back. So compliments. My name is Casey Sletton. I'm with Merrill Lynch, Bank of America. I work in the Sandberg Sletton Group. Our main focus is financial advising, asset management, financial planning, all that fun stuff. So there's some interesting people in here I'd like to try to connect with. I'm out of Los Angeles and Orange County in California. But a lot of interesting people on here. We're just looking to help people who need a retirement plan and better asset management. My favorite line, and there's a couple people on here, including Coach Key, is our biggest value is paying attention because people don't, and taking action because they always stall, right? So that's our biggest thing, is helping people do the things they're supposed to do and they don't do. And it makes a big difference towards retirement. So a lot of really interesting people here. I'll follow up with it. That's it for me.
All right, great. Thank you so much. It's great to have you here, Casey. And then next up, got a whole set of, looks like banks of servers behind him. Bill Schweber. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. I'm Bill Schweber. I do IT data forensics for usually major litigation. Also, I have a vast network of attorneys and accountants. And since people have mentioned financing at least twice today, I have an appointment with a friend of mine who's a VC banker. His minimum investment in a company is $50 million. He usually deals with companies much higher. I'm working on an IT project with him. So if anybody has something in mind, he says, Bill, you got something in mind for me? I'll always listen. Bill Schweber, let me know if you need my help in a multitude of ways. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right. That sounds like exciting stuff, Bill. And only 50 million? Wow.
No. 50
minimum.
is the minimum. He
Minimum,
usually
I got
does $500 million projects.
Well, get him on here.
No, I hate to admit this, he doesn't waste his time with networking groups. He has his own network of contacts that give him business.
I'm sure it's quite all right. We appreciate having you here, sir. So thank you. Next up, Kurt Roskoff. Good morning, Kurt.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. So I am here out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I love marketing through technology and events, and I am a podcaster. We have shows going all throughout the week. You're all welcome to join in. And you'll notice I put a bunch of stuff in the chat, including No Card, Easy Expo. I showed you my listing for Mycity, and if you haven't yet joined the Happy Co-op, you don't want to miss out on that. And we got some folks that culminated through this meeting that has me going with GiveBucks. So use the invitation code ability for that, and let's be connected. Back to you. I got extra seconds, but I'll yield it back to the group. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Kurt. Good morning, Moshe Math.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Moshe. I am a partner in a company called Neuro and Trade Sciences. Our systems look similar to massage chairs at the airport, but the difference is we offer what they call sonic massage, using sound, light, and vibration to take your mind and body through a voyage. Our most popular sound session is relaxation, but we have about 13 other sound sessions people can use. I'm looking at time. I'll leave you with this. Years ago, I was in Framingham, Massachusetts for a holistic type of event. And someone asked me, what does your system do? And I said to her, you see that glass of wine in your hand? She said, yes. I said, our system does what that does without the calories and the after effects. What makes our system so effective is brainwave entrainment is when your computer freezes and it's either too heavy or too expensive to throw against the wall in frustration. So what you do is you turn it off and on again and hope you forgot it had a problem. And that's what we do.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Does your system help with vesicular like therapies and stuff like that?
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
I can't pronounce it.
No, it's my hearing.
Vestibular.
I didn't hear the word. My hearing is off, so I didn't hear the word you just mentioned.
It's like it's an ear problem with motion. So
It is vestibular is the word.
vestibular. Thank you.
My wife's a 35-year
therapy?
audiologist. I can help you with that.
What?
My wife's an audiologist.
Okay.
I can look
Okay,
into. I'll get an answer I'll get an answer to you either way. And meanwhile, please speak to Coach K, because if he has someone, his wife's an audiologist, she may have some immediate methods, and ours would be something you have to try on person. It's not an app. Whereas she may have some type of other options.
Well, I've had somebody in my family go through that therapy and was able to handle loud sounds like roller coasters and stuff. So that's just my intake on that.
It's called vestibular?
Yes.
Okay.
Vestibular.
Oh, vestibular. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Moshe. And next up, Emily Goldmer. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning, everybody. I am a virtual assistant, podcast assistant here in Wisconsin. So if anybody is looking for any like virtual assistant help or help on with a podcast or starting a podcast, just let me know. Yeah, I'll put my information in the chat for everybody. And I don't know, some seconds left, so I'll get it back to the group.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Emily. And if anybody wants to have a quick question before we turn it back over to Bob, now is the time. And I thank you all for the comments in the chat, which we're going to be able to capture and email later. Right, Bob?
Very good stuff. I enjoy this group. You know, I used to run like 30 groups and used to travel all over the Western states for meetings. And back in those days, we would meet either once or twice a month. This group has been together for about 5 years now, and it's a solid group. There's a lot of professionals in this group. And I appreciate the fact that you show up. Most of the people here are clients of mine, so it's quite enjoyable. By the way, anybody have, this is an open forum, anybody have any comments, any criticisms that they'd like to share and what they'd like to see in this group? Anything?
I was just thinking as we were going through this, do we have like a manual of everybody and what we do and like one page for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mycity, who is the head of my social media, he sends out an email to everybody of the meeting. And Mycity, do you also send them the video?
He does. There's a link to the YouTube.
I have gotten it.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I've been getting that. It's listening to the meeting, everybody in the meeting, everything that's in the chat, and a video. The last several meetings I've been getting that right after the meeting.
good. That's good to hear. Okay.
Please include me on the list.
Check your junk. You may be on the list and maybe your junk mail because there's an attachment now.
Okay.
Okay, so let me follow up, Paul. Also, in addition to that, in Mycity, we have everyone who's registered in Mycity can find out the other members' information there. And in fact, Bob's encouraging setting up referrals through Mycity, and he'll be able to talk a little bit more about that. But our focus this morning is going to be about your AI integration. Is that right, Bob?
Yeah, I just ran into a little bit of a snag, and so I'm only going to present part of it. But
Okay.
if you could go to the top of mycity.com, and it gives you AI questions that you can ask. Okay.
Pardon me, excuse me 1 second. I want you to do a screen share to show everybody how to do that. But before we do that, Paul, I wanted to mention, I'm going to be creating a Facebook group for Mycity. So that would be another medium that we can use to get in touch with each other and maybe share some wins and stuff like that. So that'll be coming this month. Okay. But thank you. All right, Bob, you want to do a screen share? Are you able to do that right now?
No, because I don't need to. Here's the key.
Okay.
You can go to mycity.com. At the top, there's a large box where it says ask your artificial intelligence question here. So what you do is you go in and you customize it, and you can write a question. Okay. The next part, which I was testing out this morning.
Bob, excuse me, I'm in Mycity. I don't see that box.
The very, very top.
Oh, okay. It's in white. Thank you.
Yeah, it's right under the search bar.
Yeah, you could type a question in there and it'll give you a response. The part that's broken today, and I've got to meet with my programmers, what it's supposed to do next is you can direct that message to a specific person that is in your network. So you've got to, the best thing to do is join Mycity. You should talk to me. We know that AI has exploded, right? The key to AI is being able to get the message out. And even ChatGPT does not have that. So we've been accumulating content or user information for years. Their name, their vocation, their phone number, and we break it down between mobile, landline, voice over IP, and 800 number. Their website address and their email address. So it's a powerful, powerful tool, and we've got literally millions of pieces of content out there. So the key to all this, something popped in my screen, sorry. The part that's broken right now is we can't break it down by vocation, but it's very easy to go write an article. There's a glitch in it. It's supposed to be able where you can look for the name and vocation of the person, and then you'll be able to send out from there. But it broke, so my programmers have got to fix that today. I already sent them a note. Look, we know one thing. Everybody here is a networker, right? And the purpose of these meetings is really about referrals. Wouldn't you like to be known as a referral person? You know, back in the day, 70–80% of most people's business came by referrals. And over the years, because of all the other technologies that have been incorporated in, it's more like 60%, but that's still a big number. When you get a referral from somebody, does it help you? Is it more powerful for you than just blindly looking for somebody on social
Beats
media?
cold calling.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. It's you know, still a very, very powerful ingredient to your business growth. So what, and I should have this fixed today. I sent out an announcement yesterday and just noticed that that this part of the AI is broken. So we'll have that fixed today, I'm sure. So you'll have it for sure by Monday, and I'll send out an announcement again. Interestingly enough, most of the people here are clients, and there's a reason why you keep coming back for so many years. Phil, we used to meet face to face. Russell, we used to meet face to face up at the top of Beverly Glen and Mulholland.
Yep.
Remember those
Starbucks
days?
up there? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the Starbucks. That's right. So
I never got invited, Bob. I'm local too.
you weren't doing what you're doing now,
Good point.
right? Yeah, and you and I have known each other for what, maybe 10 years?
During my Heartland years, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, Heartland. Yeah. And I'm still using Heartland. I love it. But anyway, yeah, look, we keep evolving, but it still comes down to one thing and one thing alone. Relationships is the key to this whole process. The more that you refer out, if you join Mycity on the left-hand side, there's a referral wizard that you can use to refer to the other people. And boy, is that important. Even to people in the group, letting them know and referring them to somebody else makes you a more influential person, right?
Right.
Don't you find that? So this is where we go. You know, I don't need to spend the entire time, since I'm not doing a presentation on the artificial intelligence, but go to Mycity. You don't even have to join, I think, if I'm not mistaken. You don't even have to join, but I recommend that you join Mycity, put your content in there, and we're going to be making some pretty significant changes because we're doing something that nobody else is doing. You know, even ChatGPT does not do anything with data. They'll help you build a message, but how do you get that distributed? And I researched that last week, couldn't find anything on it. So now you've got some real opportunity between the artificial intelligence that we're developing and the data that we're working on to take you to another level.
Bob, are you saying that within the referral wizard here that I'm taking a look at, that we are also going to be introducing AI with it, or within the introduction referral?
It will be.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be.
Awesome.
If you go to the search box at the top, you type in a message there,
Yeah, I played around with it a
And
little
goes
bit.
and asks you, who do you want to meet? Who do you want to send this to? You know, their name and vocation. Or location, I think, is also vitally important for a lot of people. Less so because of Zoom and all the other services that are out there. But you know, this is a powerful way to grow your business. Getting a referral still is a very, very powerful tool for your personal business growth. I'm sure everybody agreed to it. Anybody disagree with that? Okay.
So it's paramount. Let me jump in real quick. Just Casey, I didn't see your info in the chat. If you haven't yet,
I logged in through my Merrill Lynch Zoom, and we're not allowed to put stuff in chat.
Oh, okay.
Because of licensing stuff. They don't want us selling product or anything like that, so I apologize. I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm willing to connect with anybody just for a couple minutes.
Sounds good.
My email is just my name, Casey Sletten there, dot in between with @ml.com. So thank you for pointing that out, Scott. I greatly appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Yeah. So I do want to follow up with you. And then also Betty made a great tip about using the AI in the search. Betty, can you go over that with us real quick, please?
Sure. What I did, I was experimenting with, I was on the phone with Bob, and what I found is go in the bar at the top, it's like a search bar, and type in, what I did is I typed in, please give me the names of marketing professionals in the Mycity network. Very, very specific. The more specific you are, the better results. And I came up with 6 names the first time and 4 different names the second time. So within a short amount of time, I had people, some of them I already knew, who I could potentially connect with within Mycity. If I didn't put in, please give me the name, I would get something generic about marketing professionals telling me they do.
Yeah, I have the same experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. You pointed that out to me too, and I went back and I did it. And oh my God, what a wealth of opportunity you just created for everybody by putting in a specific name. I'm looking for so and so, something like that.
Or just even the category, you know, please give me the names of realtors in Los Angeles County who are in Mycity. And then I haven't done this, but I'm sure it will come out with a name, or, you know, a list of names.
Yeah, there's another tip. It's not using AI, but if you go to the search bar that's above the AI, it will pull directly from the database of Mycity. So I, for example, typed in CPAs in Los Angeles, and I got a list of a big list.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I love it. You know, I don't, for people that have more recent to this group, at one point, mycity.com was one of the 400 most, not 4,000, 400 most traffic sites on the internet. I used to do SEO before the term even existed. I had a team of programmers. We built cookie cutter websites, and I owned over 1,000 domains. And oh my God, it just exploded on us because nobody was doing it at that point. I think we're somewhat at that stage with AI at this point. Now, as we integrate the vocation, location, even name into the search box, because there's a little link below it. If you write an article, you can go to that. I don't think it's working, to be honest with you. We launched that whole process about a week ago, and I need to meet with my programmers because I tried to do it this morning and it didn't work the way I wanted it to. So we've got some homework to do here. But you know, we've also done shout outs before. And if you want to do a recording, like a 1 or 2 minute recording, send it to me. Send it to mycityalerts@gmail.com. We'll make sure that gets posted. Now, Google's changed their algorithms quite a bit. And you used to be able to search by vocation in the algorithms. But it doesn't work exactly the same anymore. It also would help you, by the way, to join, if you go to contacts.google.com and join their contact information. You know, listen, they're the big power hitters, right? Google still, you know, they own YouTube. YouTube used to be the #2 most trafficked site on the internet, and Google is #1. I don't know if it's still that way anymore, but you know, this is the big boy stuff that we get to take advantage of. True? Any comments? Always,
Well, I think we're really at the early stages of AI. I mean, the next couple of years, it's going to look completely different from what we're seeing now. It's exciting.
Yeah, a lot of these people we're new to technology. I got involved in technology. Oh my God, I can't tell you. 1975, I started getting involved in technology when I was working for Max Factor. That's when, and I love telling this story. Some of you have heard it multiple times, but when I went to Max Factor, I was hired by them to clean up all the frauds that were going on. And they had massive amount of frauds. Back in 1975 or so, they had $220,000 in frauds just in the accounts payable department. So what do you imagine that is worth today? $1.5 million, $1.7 million? So the world's changed. That's when a 300 megabyte hard drive was the size of a washing machine, and it was $50,000. Okay? World's changed, gang. I love the technology. I might be, you know, ignorant about everything else, but I love technology. So anything you can add to that just helps me out, helps us all out enormously, because you're not going to have any choices. You're going to either get involved in AI or you're going to be left in the dust. Anybody want to comment on that?
Yeah, my comment on that would be, when you send an email out written by AI, first of all, it starts out with some bullshit like, I hope this email finds you well, which it doesn't. It usually finds me pissed off in the first place. And then, so at least, and the second thing I would say about the emails is, for God's sake, read it, because they don't edit these things and it says some really stupid shit and it just destroys your email. And I'm sick of being nice about it, because it's just, I'm done. You know, and so it's crazy making.
Well, you know, I'm glad you brought
Here's my
that up,
comment
because
to
it
you.
made me think of
They
something.
need
How
an
do you really
editor,
feel about it,
Bert. They
Bert?
need an
Yes. The first person that creates the AI editor, the first person that creates the AI email editor, Bob, I'm telling you, dude, you're onto something here. That's why I'm just keeping quiet.
Oh yeah. So
It's going to be called Betty AI.
Hey, I like that.
Hey, all right. Let me jump in here, okay? What I found about emails and AI is this. I can type in that I want to create a sequence, and it will give me a great framework. God forbid I sent that framework to anybody. It sounds like that's what's happening to you, Bert, because they're sending the raw thing. It gives you a framework, and then it's on you to do something creative that people would care to read, you know, so.
I would second that, Betty. On the CRM I'm using, I can, you know, type out a topic and tell them, hey, I want to do a 7-step email drip campaign. And in between that, I want to be able to send them a text after, you know, email number 2, after email number 4, and like have, you know, certain timelines. But I do agree, you have to just use it as a framework. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
It frees it for more creativity, though. See, you've got the
Right.
structure, and then if you can think of something intelligent to say, it saves everybody time and energy. That's the point. If not,
Well, you know what I
if you
used to
think
do?
something generic, get out of here.
I'll tell you what I used to do. I used to write an AI article, and then I put it in my notepad, you know, on my phone, And then I would go in and edit it and personalize it. So now, by the way, I am asking my programmer to be able to edit our AI messages that you write in Mycity. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
That's I think that's ahead of the curve.
And well,
So that you can
I'm sure it could do good proofreading. I mean, we have Grammarly and spell check and things that do that, but in order to make, you know, real editing means doing something about elevating the message, which I don't think AI is going to be able to do that, but in combination with a person, it would definitely be a step up.
Yeah, that's
no, you've hit the
that
nail on the head.
resonates with me. I like that.
Yeah, we're trying to get our programmers to write where you can edit the AI message in mycity.com. So that you can personalize it, because you know AI messages are not personalized, right?
By the way, there was an article or some comment written by one of the lead scientists, AI scientists at Meta or Facebook, and he's saying the one thing AI cannot do, guess what? It can't plan.
So true.
All I can do is
And it
grind
doesn't
through data.
personalize.
It doesn't look ahead.
It doesn't personalize either.
There's no time.
Yep. All right, gang.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Right.
Great meeting.
Lot to noodle on, isn't
Thank
it?
you, Phil. Thanks for
The
coming.
future. This
We
group
need
is
we need
the
a
future.
we need a section for like a Rooney. Remember 60 Minutes Rooney? I could
Oh, yeah.
see that part.
That would be awesome.
We do that in Toastmasters. We have a Rooney. Somebody goes off on something.
They'll probably have an AI Rooney next week, so just stand by.
That'll be funny.
My
That'll be
favorite
funny.
part. Yeah.
Right.
The future is here.
Some
I just
people
need to
like
have the
this
software.
AI. Personally,
I was on tech support the other day for something. I forget what it was. It was either Intuit or one of these things. And it was definitely a bot. And what was really rich was it comes back and says, well, I'm just needing to confirm your humanity. I'm thinking, like, really? You know, that's rich.
Yeah.
Bot wants to
Please
confirm
click
my
on the right
humanity. Thanks a
picture
lot.
so we can confirm you're human.
Yeah,
Asked by a
right.
robot.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Yeah.
God, we are the future. Think of it that way. We're in the midst of the future.
Have you guys all seen the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey? You must have.
about 2001 times.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of millennials and others, recent generations. I don't think have ever seen that film, and it's been done in 1969.
68.
Wow.
68.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at the stuff on Star Trek that we're now doing nowadays, things like that. So it's you know, LeVar Burton wearing the equivalent of the Google glasses,
Right.
The Apple, you know.
Yeah, they had iPads too on Star Trek Next Generation, but they were actually thicker than the ones we have now. So,
Wasn't there one of the movies where the whole screen
Vibrating.
and the entire Enterprise just went to the blue screen? It's like they had to, and it was even sponsored by Microsoft, and they had to reset the whole ship.
Oh, well, see, they can embarrass themselves for multiple generations.
Oh my God! All right, I've had enough.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
All right, everybody.
See you guys.
Great meeting.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, folks.
Nice meeting everybody.
Bob, you still having your 1 o'clock meeting today?
I'll see you Monday, Linda.
No. Let's see. It's not. Yeah, 1 o'clock for you.
I'm sorry, 1 o'clock my time.
I'll be in the
10
car
o'clock your
driving.
time.
I'll
10
be
o'clock your
driving.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna have that meeting, but I'm gonna be in a car, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna do my meeting.
All right, I'll be there. Let's see who shows up today. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
I'm always curious. All right. Thank you for attending.